Flippy Update.
Do you want fries with that?
All right, it's time for the Flippy Update, folks. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. And soon we'll be running our companies. This is coming from WIO News, wyonnews.com, WIO news.com. And the headline, AI-powered humanoid robot is the new CEO of a Chinese metaverse company.
Hey, more metaverse.
Robo.
Yeah, this is the real people zoo, folks.
Domo arigato. Robo CEO. Okay, I tried. Artificial intelligence is already threatening thousands of jobs across the world. Now, a Chinese metaverse corporation has named a robot as its CEO. A move that has people excited while also creating a little fear. Hey, that's our job. Nah, just kidding. Miss Tang Yu is a virtual humanoid robot powered by artificial intelligence that has been appointed the rotating CEO of Fujian NetDragon Websoft. That is the craziest name for a company.
Fujian NetDragon Websoft.
Websoft.
Okay.
The company that makes applications for mobile phones and also operates multiplayer online games aims to, quote, leapfrog operational efficiency to a new level with the move.
Leapfrog, huh?
Leapfrog.
Spirits that look like frogs.
Efficiency. You can't have humans as your CEOs. They are inefficient. They are squishy. You need a robot to do it. Quote, we believe AI is the future of corporate management. And our appointment of Miss Tang Yu represents our commitment to truly embrace the use of AI to transform the way we operate our business and ultimately drive our future strategic growth. NetDragon chairman Dr. Dejian Liu said on the appointment. Tang Yu will oversee operations at the company valued at nearly $10 billion. A press release said, quote, Tang Yu will streamline process flow, enhance quality of work tasks, and improve speed of execution. Tang Yu will also serve as a real-time data hub and analytical tool to support rational decision-making in daily operations, as well as enable a more effective risk management system. The company said that the robot will also perform tasks that are subjective in nature and need a human touch. Let me read that again. The company said the robot will perform tasks that are subjective in nature and need human touch.
Okay,
it will
so
help the company make rational decisions.
Touch.
The robot is going to be making decisions that need a human.
I'm for the robots.
It will help the company make rational decisions and help with an effective risk management system.
Is that what human touch is? Is a rationality? Is that all it is?
Well, you think about the job of a CEO. So first of all, we've followed the robots taking the jobs of humans, manufacturing, barista-ing, janitorializing, mostly a variety of things, truck driving, of course, cooking. It started with taking the jobs of like 16-year-olds and then went on to take the jobs of, middle class, maybe lower middle class. And now straight up taking the job of a CEO class of people. And this is interesting if you think about it a little bit further, because who does the CEO actually work for? The CEO works for the board and the shareholders. We tend to think of CEOs being top dog, and to a degree they are, but they can be replaced by shareholders and the board. So even the faults that come with a human being are being replaced, not to benefit the worker, not to benefit the, the client. It is literally to benefit the shareholders and the board. Especially because CEO is a high paid job. Let's just say this CEO would make $1 million a year. Putting a robot in there, you're saving $1 million a year. Which on one hand, that if they're in a crunch, which a lot of companies are now, we've heard lots of news recently about big companies laying off 8, 10+% of their workforce in order to cut costs. Yo, you got to save some money. Just cut the CEO. That's a lot of money saved immediately.
It's a lot cheaper to pay those slave devs, to fix the AI when there's an issue. One of the things that's interesting too, the human touch is an interesting way to put it, because, this was mainstream CNBC a couple years ago, maybe, 2019 is when this article was published. 1 in 5 business leaders may have psychopathic tendencies. Remember that whole thing when we knew about this, but then it all went mainstream, talking about how CEOs are 20% of CEOs are like psychopathic. Yes. So is that built into the human touch?
What are these psychopaths going to do now when they're all replaced by robots? That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, that's two-pronged. Of course, the humans that are psychopathic, they'll go do something else, more psychopathic somewhere else. But the robot itself, the AI power with the human touch, it'll be even more emotionless.
This psychopath. Exactly. No, you're exactly right. I mean, almost by definition, a robot fits the psychopathic DSM definition.
Yeah.
And you talk about the human touch. What kind of human touch would a CEO kind of need? You would hope that the CEO would have some sort of humanity when it comes to worker relations, worker, compensation, hiring, firing, those types of things. Unfortunately, and this goes to what you're saying, CEOs have proven themselves to not care about workers and, in fact, sacrifice worker well-being over productivity in the first place. Yeah. So you can't really say that the robots, it's sort of brutal to say, but it's true. A robot CEO may actually be more merciful than a human CEO.
Because it'll know based on lots of data mining what the best approach would be to fire an individual, especially if they have, unique custom data on that person. Oh, this person likes to be spoken to with a soft, gentle voice.
And
we shall break the news of their termination in a motherly tone or something,
Yeah, sure. And the robo CEO won't embezzle a bunch of money and then jump off his building later on.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah. So there you go, man. The robots are taking our jobs, and not just our jobs, the jobs of the bosses of our jobs. This is a very interesting development, and I will be very curious to see how this works out. You could see this becoming more than even at the beginning of like robot arms taking over manufacturing jobs or something, or like barista jobs, and how crazy that sounded back when we first talked about it. It is way more believable that corporations will start integrating robo CEOs.
Yep.
So I think we'll see this increased in the near future.
Well, since corporations are already sort of, entities, this just puts a body and a mind to that entity in a way.
Corporations are people too, Gons.
They can be sued. We can sue robots.
Pretty sure Mitt Romney said that. So
good.
That's fun. All right. There's a Philippi update for the day.